Sveiki visi, čia Videomen Karlo ir šiandien žaidžiu Bioshock Infinite Boreal Odyssey Episode 2. Okay. ZZZ. Take ZZZ. I'd rather take this one.
Hey, Junior! Come on in and watch this. Alright.
Okay, sure.
Ryan's got the formula.
Okay.
Trust your man on this one.
Make vandene. Holy moly, that's a lot of them.
Where's my boy? I don't know where my boy is!
I hear you gossiping about me.
I ain't letting a good lead like you get away! Enough small talk! Let's get down to it! You never respect—
Oh, fuck me. Let's run.
Who hides from the light of reason? Together, we'll remake the world!
Everyone wants a piece of me.
Oops. Oops.
Holding you accountable! Come here, hon. Got a sweet idea for you.
Just another look-see. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you?
Can anybody throw her the fuck? Fuck you. Yeah, fuck him. Find Old Man Winter. Yeah, Old Man Winter. Čia kur nors.
Where'd you go? I warned you to stop following me.
Jam nežinot, kur aš nuėjau. Come on.
Come back and clean it all up. There's nothing to be afraid of. Just walk away.
This is what happens when you swim.
Kas čia?
Who is it?
Kas animis?
They're just... Everything's fine now. I checked everywhere.
Another coded message. Attempt to retrieve Ace in the Hole from Suchong unsuccessful. Ryan Private Security killed 3 of our men in the bargain. We'll need to explore alternate means of obtaining Ace.
If something happens 4 times, then you've got to make it happen 8.
There's all kinds of theories. I can sell something. Me. Jose did to me. Relationships. That's it. Huh?
I heard you back there.
Look at what you done to him. Fair warning. I'm an eye for
Old
an
Man
eye,
Winter.
Isabella.
That's how we'll cool Suchong's machine.
Did you even notice? You could eat an egg off that bathroom floor.
expect nothing less than greatness.
This fella Atlas has been making the rounds down here, trying to bring some kind of order to this pit. All the splicers think the man walks on water, but something about him smells stink to me. Reminds me a bit of my former employer, Frank Fontaine. Always talking about how he was going to lift Rapture right out of the old man's wallet. No fuss, no muss. See where that got him.
Yeah?
Atlas sent me here for some Old Man Winter.
You haven't been around here long, have you?
What makes you say that?
'Cause you're the only one of us who don't smell like the reptile house at the zoo. Now be quick about it and just take the winner. This ain't the Goodwill.
Memo to the sales team. While we deny all customer claims regarding purported burns they have received from, quote, overheating of 1958 bathyspheres, unquote, our marketing team has decided to give away flasks.
Welcome to the Circus of Value!
Of Old Man Winter as part of a new promotional campaign. There will be no recall of the 58. No recall.
Freeze your enemies. Shatter them into 1,000 pieces.
Just what we needed. That was the last of it.
Now you think you can manage the repair?
Sure. I've been fixing quantum field generators since kindergarten. Whereabouts of the foreign bitch scientist unknown. Ryan presumes she's dead, but our guess is she's gone underground with the Little Sisters. Options on obtaining the ace are dwindling.
Tell Ryan things are getting hot down here real fast. The goddamn leprechaun is building himself a regular army. If you'd asked my opinion, which you didn't, I'd send a crew down here and clean up the place.
Hey, Sam, that you?
Who the hell are you? Expose your frailties to me!
Ouch.
First, the law gets bribery. Shit or nothing. Ryan's playing a really good cheap fiddle. He plays. No other deeds. What is that? Show me what you're capable of!
Second Raider, that's you!
Want to talk is all.
Okay. Ooh, this is cool. Okay. Nueikim, sutaisykime mašiną.
How we won't immediately die of CO2 poisoning the moment we turn the thing on. Well, not the perfect phosphor frequency, but it'll do. I need to cool the transformer at the top of the device, or the whole thing will overheat. Okay, that should stop it from overheating. There, everything's fixed. We're ready.
Let's fire it up and see.
Sesame.
What did I tell you?
Grįžtam į Kolumbiją.
Booker. Look. We're on the First Lady. It can't be this easy. The First Lady Mark II was built around a particle lift system, just like all the buildings in the city. I read all about it in the Columbian Scientific. The particles seated at the top of the structure. Must be up that lift. Perfect.
Seems like a lot of technology just to float an airship. Comstock never heard of hydrogen?
The First Lady Mark I did run on hydrogen, and it was destroyed by a single bullet from a Vox sniper. Unfortunately, the Prophet wasn't on board at the time.
Opa.
If I take the active particle, then the First Lady is just a 40-ton paperweight. Here we go. Now let's head back through that tear.
You honestly expect Atlas to honor his side of the deal?
No, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
How do you plan on handling Atlas? He ain't just some spliced-up maniac.
He'll make a mistake. I just have to be ready to take advantage of it when it happens.
All for a girl you barely know.
How well did you know me when you came to Columbia?
Pretty lady not finished yet.
What? Open the tear.
Power for device, very expensive. Tit for tat.
Just tell me what you want.
Such a wonder something is simple. Lock of hair.
Oh, you're not serious.
Not your hair, stupid. Think has a cigarette light. Mothballed, forgotten. In there, hair sample. In jar. Cannot miss it. You get for suture. Then everybody friends.
Where's his lab?
Closed off, past Fink's quarters. You smart lady, you find.
Okay.
Should have seen that one coming.
Okay, čia partikalas
Vox
vyksta.
Populi. We must have arrived right in the middle of the siege.
Press to generate a bullet-snatching shield that places ammo into your gun.
That means the other you and I are probably inside the factory. On our way up to the First Lady.
And what happens if we run into ourselves?
We won't.
How do you know that?
Because we didn't.
Okay, grįžom į Kolumbiją. Senai matyta vieta. Well.
I've taken your counsel, and you done me good service, but I will not hurt the boy. I will see Fink and Comstock burn, but I will not hold the son to account for the deeds of his father.
You've misunderstood us.
We neither asked you to harm the child.
Nor did we promise that yours would be the hand that would set Comstock's world afire.
A famous man once said,
And a famous man shall say,
I may reach the mountaintop,
but I fear I shall never visit the valley below.
But you mean I won't live to see the... No.
It's up to you what matters more.
Your part in the play?
Or the play itself.
Someone is coming.
She'll arrive, a girl.
She must leave. A woman.
And what makes the difference between a girl and a woman?
Blood.
Your part in the play?
Or the play itself.
Turn her into a killer? How?
Give the girl no choice.
And she will be forced to make one.
Jie atsimena, kai Elizabeth ją su žirklėm nudūrė. Strong.
Somebody hide! Never stop fighting!
Never stop fighting! Ew.
Gonna hunt you down! Don't think you can hide from me!
They did. I got them. Okay.
Who has time for all that paperwork?
Oh, this door's fucked.
You can't hide forever.
Yes, I can. Just watch me. Yep.
Captured by man, used to tame.
Where is it? Where is that dude? Oh god, this room. Walk. Ah, that.
Think.
What's that thing you just picked up?
My guess is that it has something to do with that giant clock out there.
Hmm.
And that clock has something to do with opening the door to Fink's lab.
A giant clock?
Sort of. Looks like the mechanism unlocks certain activities when Fink gives his blessing.
So what? We're stuck waiting for the cuckoo to go off?
No. We've already found the clock key. We can manually wind it. Open whatever door we please.
Sure seems like a lot of work to lock down a few doors.
Yo, if there's one thing Fink loves, it's a lot of work.
Okay, užsakėm čia. I'm drunk again. Oh god, nereikėjo. Fuck is that? O mes nenustojom gert? Holy moly, there's a lot of buttons. Risks.
As to the matter of religion, let me place myself in the camp of the agnostic. I pretend to understand the mysteries of the infinite no more than you, Comstock, or anyone else for that.
Yeah, boy. Casper. Oh. Lasmitas Vigorous.
Good. How to get that idiot his lock of hair.
Listen, I got you your gun. I'm here for my issue.
Buckets.
To win died for the Vox Populi. You either an imposter or a ghost. My Book of the Wit was a hero to the cause, a story to tell your children. You just complicate the narrative.
Look, are you there? I miss you. You were the only one who ever...
You killed him twice.
I'm not even here. I'm a projection of your own.
Could you humor me then? Please.
I think Booker would miss you.
Deze jongt.
Jesus, it's ripe in here. Say, somebody fetch me a millionaire to clean this mess up.
Okay.
Who's that then? I'll find that piggy.
What's that?
Who's there?
Hunt you down!
Come back. What? You gonna answer for this, girl?
Okay.
Don't think you can hide from me. She long gone.
Fuck.
Chasing my own shadow.
Okei, turim kažkokį keistų padarų.
Where did she go?
Kažkokia keistenybė.
Guess she ran off.
Sea slug anatomy. Okay. I'll buy to that. What? Can I open this? Nope. Bet ten yra ventas. Oh, fuck me. This dude is strong. Bird. Oh, crap. Do we got any strong weapons? Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Come back here.
Double kill.
Daisy sacrificed herself. Set me up to kill her, to turn me into what?
A killer.
Yeah, well, mission accomplished. I'm no martyr. How did you do it, Booker? How did you...
Elizabeth, I'm not Booker.
And neither am I.
No, nusileidžiam čia. The fuck? Oh. Well, that's easier. What? What the fuck? I should get in there. Gal bus užsuontas, ane? Ne. Was? The fuck? Oh. Oh, this is interesting. Okay, Big Daddy and Songbird. Okay. Interesting.
Seems like Fink and Suchong were sharing their research.
Like the Lutesses. Cross-reality collaboration.
Cross-reality. Big Daddy.
It all makes a kind of sense. The little sisters and the big daddies. Songbird and me.
Constants and variables.
Čia kartuosios tas pats per tą patį? yra Songbird schematikos. Jeigu mums reikia čia. Okay, tai mums čia reikia. Absolutely nothing. A monkey.
What is all this?
Imprinting. That's a wire mother. If you separate a gorilla from its real mother, it will imprint on almost anything. Even that.
Why would Fink care about that?
Songbird. He wanted him to imprint on me.
Well, if I recall, that was a problem he solved. What's that?
It's a skeletal formula for oxytocin. That's the chemical that bonds mothers to children, women to men, and...
Songbirds to little girls?
Apparently not. Fink dismissed it as an unsuitable vector.
Oh, this is fun.
These poor things. Fink couldn't get them to imprint, so I left them to die.
Okay. Status failure.
Imprinting failed. That can't be right. Clearly they formed a connection between Songbird and me.
How?
I was so young. I always remember him just being there. It must be a prototype or something.
Is it human?
Does it matter?
Okay. Interesting. Can I shut it down? Nope. Ooh.
They tried hypnotherapy.
On the Songbird. How'd that go?
About as well as you'd expect.
A, tai man ten reikia dar pabūkim čia. A, taigi nieko nebėra.
Booker. The little girl in the film. It's me. I remember he'd crashed into the tower. I guess he was in some sort of fight. I waited there thinking, I don't know, that something would happen, but he just lay there, moaning. I couldn't just...
The lion with the thorn in its paw. So much for science.
I should have just left him there to die. I should have just... I will never escape it. Exploited, exploiting, me, Comstock, you, Sally. It's like a wheel of blood spinning round and round. Well, this must be the genetic sample Suchong wanted.
He sent you all the way back here for a sample of your own hair?
He doesn't know I was once the child that imprinted on Songbird. But to him, all of the answers lie in DNA. Men like Suchong mistake an ounce of empathy for a pound of science.
It's open. See if anything's worth reappropriating. Check for stragglers. Spread out. Gun her down!
Now surrender!
All pigs die!
Who is sneaking around? What you got there?
Just grabbing anything
Kill
good
your
stuff we hear.
oppressor!
Death to oppressors!
I heard you.
Don't think you can hide from me.
Don't think I'm just running.
Daisy really even had a choice.
What do you mean?
Right about now, I'm planting a pair of scissors in her back to protect a child she was never going to harm. But she chose to die for her revolution. What about me? For all the endless worlds, all the infinite possibilities. Did I ever even have a choice? Did you?
Yeah. Booker thought he did.
And look where it got us. Right back where we started. All these infinite universes. And yet we end up just going down the same paths.
No, don't take your meaning.
My father sold me to settle a marker. Comstock locked me up in a tower. And I sold Sally for what? Revenge? To prove a point?
And yet, here you are, settling the debt.
And say we find her. The old past their damage to the young. Isn't it too late for her now?
Well, I'd say that's up to her to decide. Justice coming back here was up to you.
Rapture was on children. Little girls with gold growing in their bellies. I'm not gonna break any cycle. If I'm lucky, maybe I can dent it. Just a little.
Pretty lady has the hair? Deal is deal. Bring it to Suchong.
Pretty lady put hair sample in tube. Then, business is finished.
What's going on out there?
Bloodshed, violence, but not relevant to our arrangement.
Suchong. Suchong, we had a deal, now open.
Do you know what they call someone who enters a man's home uninvited? A thief. And I do not remember inviting you into my city.
I had a deal with Suchong.
Li Suchong is my employee. It was not a deal he was authorized to make.
What do you want?
I granted Atlas and his thugs asylum. You served those same men in a desire to escape from my generosity. If they shall not have asylum, then they shall have liquidation. Give a parasite an ounce of charity. He'll demand a pound.
I'm just looking for a girl that was taken from me. A little sister.
I don't claim to understand what you are, but I know that you are special. There is business we can do together. And so I give you a choice. Work for me, or die with Atlas.
I'm not going anywhere without that girl.
If it's a little sister you want, that shouldn't stand in the way of commerce. I've got dozens of them.
I won't leave without her.
My men stand ready to take down the door. In 60 seconds, they will enter the room. They will either treat you as a valued employee of Ryan Industries, or as a thief in the night.
60 seconds.
There must be half a dozen of them or more. I've got to get ready. Traps. I can use the plasmids as traps and seed the room with them. I gotta find somewhere to hide. Surprise them. Take them down one by one. Booker. I'm scared.
They'll underestimate you, Elizabeth. People always do.
40 seconds. You know what I see on your face? Uncertainty. Who is this girl to you? 30 seconds. Do you know the value of the shark? Without them, the sea would be littered with the detritus of the weak. The men who come for you have much in common with those great animals. What sharks do for the ocean, these men do for rapture. 20 seconds. I will tell you something you already sense. Atlas does not honor agreements, and Orion does. I cannot save your Sally, but I can save you. Time. You're not a hero. You're not even a parasite. You're just a room. And Andrew Ryan has no time for rooms.
Get back here! Stupid.
Nothing personal, sweetheart. Now you're in the soup. Let's make this easy on both of us.
Come on out. You got my full attention. Time to pay the piper, sweetheart. Nothing personal.
I beat your sharks, Ryan. The better man won. Isn't that the only thing you respect? Now let me the hell out of here.
Sounds like all hell's breaking loose out there. What's your plan?
I can't just place the particle on the ceiling. It would just tear right through it. But every building in Rapture was submerged into the ocean on the Lunette ring, connected to the junction of its load-bearing supports.
That's fascinating and all, but if you haven't noticed, Ryan sent his goons to murder us. If you're gonna pull a rabbit out of a hat, now's the time to do it.
Looks like the structural junction is in Frank Fontaine's office. If I can get there, I can float the building.
It so happens I've taken that bastard's office for my own use. I'll make sure you've access to the private elevator. Now hurry.
Taigi, manau, šiam video pakaks. Čia buvo Videomen Karlas. Sustiksim kitam video. Bye. Peace out.